Hi, Thunder Nation. Welcome back to another episode of Coffee Talk here at Village Inn. A reminder of Free Pie Wednesdays. Every Wednesday, you get a free pie with a purchase of anything here at Village Inn. Our guest this week is Matt Davis. Matt, how you doing?
I'm great, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. You're coming off of a pretty big performance on Sunday. You get the 54 save win. Uh, tell me what was working for you on Sunday.
I mean, it was a fun game. The guys played well in front of me. They worked hard, blocked some shots. I mean, it was nice. I didn't have to make any huge ones, so that kind of helps when it's a lot of just there were grade A's, but also a lot of grade B's and a lot of stuff from the outside too. So the guys did well keeping it outside.
Yeah, and as a goalie, is it harder to play in a game like that where you're facing a ton of shots, or is it harder to play in a game where you've maybe faced 15, 20 shots a game?
Depends on the night.
Yeah.
Sometimes you really feel like you need all that action, and sometimes your body's telling you no, and you're happy with those 15, 20 shot games.
Fair enough. And I mean, it's got to feel good for you, right? You started the game, you started the year pretty well, and then you play well throughout, but you lose six straight. That win on Sunday's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it sure did.
Yeah. Kind of switching our tune here. You got called up to San Jose. You spent a little time with them in training camp. What was your first taste of the American League like? Although you didn't play a game.
It was nice. I mean, it's a great place over there, great people, and the guys were all really nice. And yeah, just went up there, worked with their goalie coaches a little bit, and yeah, had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's good to hear. I mean, you're coming from a college team that has a pretty good track record of success. Obviously, you win two national championships there. What was it like playing under head coach David Carl out there?
I loved it. I mean, it was. I have a whole lot of respect for him. He's a heck of a coach, and he's always going to tell it to you straight. And that's one thing that I really really appreciated about him. And heck of a coach. I mean, about as prepared as you can be, and just everything he does is top notch, pro. And yeah, I mean, I had a pretty awesome 4 years there. It was just phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, you win the two national titles there. You get to the Frozen Four last year. What's your favorite memory from playing at Denver?
Oh, just either of the national championships, I'd say. I mean, it's hard to say, but that place is just incredible.
And I mean, how similar was a place like Denver to Calgary, where you grew up? I mean, both in the mountains, but other than that, anything similar? What stood out to you as different?
Well, it definitely factored into my decision going there. It's basically Calgary, just warmer, and the mountains are a little bit closer. And it was a direct flight, which I didn't realize how nice that was until I got there. Um, and yeah, I mean, the cities are both really love their sports, and you get a lot of active people everywhere there. So yeah, I mean, it was awesome.
I mean, growing up in Calgary, listening to interviews in preparation for this, I hear you talk about the Calgary Stampede. For those of us that are unaware of what that is, tell us more about the Stampede.
Well, it's the greatest outdoor show on earth. It's a 10-day rodeo out in Calgary. It's one of the biggest money ones on the circuit. So it's 10 days in July that I'll always be sure I'm home for, and it's a whole lot of fun.
And is it more than like outside of like the actual rodeo? Is what goes on around the Stampede?
Music, carnival, a whole lot of stuff. I mean, the whole city gets up for it, and people travel in all the time. It's fun.
Sounds like a ton of fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, you look at looking at how you grew up. You grew up within a really athletic-based family, right? Your dad played for the CFL. You got two brothers who one of them played professionally, one of them is playing college right now. What's it like growing up in a family like that where you're surrounded by athletics?
I mean, it's awesome. I mean, we all pushed each other. Everyone seems to forget my older sister too, but she was an athlete too, just never played in college. But yeah, we all pushed each other to succeed. It was definitely a lot on our mom. She had a lot to drive around, and we were carpooling a lot. But you'd see our brother go work out, and me and my little brother, we think we got to go work out now. And if you'd see one guy outside practicing his hands, you'd go out there and do something. So it was a really good thing for all of us. I mean, we all really benefited from it.
And out of your family, you're the lone goalie. What got you into goaltending?
You'd think it was mostly the fact that I had an older brother, but I don't really know per se. I think it's just whenever I dreamed about it, it was I always knew I wanted to play in the NHL, but whenever I dreamed about it, I was in net. So not sure exactly what drew me to it, but that was that.
Yeah, do you have a favorite memory from playing out like earlier on in your years, like before you got to Denver?
Oh yeah. I mean, probably winning St. Andrews tournament with Edge in high school, or even winning tournaments when I was like 8 years old. I still remember all those, and yeah, I mean, I love winning, and or you could go back to ODR moments, just out on the rink behind our house with just my brothers. We would do a big Boxing Day game with all the kids in the neighborhood. It was well, Boxing Day, you guys don't have it down here, but it was it's just the day after Christmas, the 26th. So yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, speaking of Canadian holidays, Thanksgiving's coming up for those of us here in the U.S. What for when you were growing up Canadian, you guys have Thanksgiving on a different day, right?
It's about a month earlier. Okay. Yeah.
Any differences between the traditions? No,
not really.
Yeah, pretty much the same.
Yeah, nice. I'm not sure why, but yeah,
just move it a month earlier. Why not? Kind of a question back in 2019. You played overseas for a tournament in Russia. What was that like?
That was really cool. Yeah. I mean, it's called the Junior Club World Cup. We didn't really know about it or know what it was, but then me and a couple of my buddies, we all got picked for that team. It was the AJHL All-Star team, they said. And yeah, I mean, we played against some phenomenal players, got to go to Moscow, Sochi, just kind of look around there, and it was just a really, really cool 2-3 weeks. I mean, ended up playing with a couple of those guys a lot more after that too. So it was fun.
And that's what was like was there any sort of culture shock moment when you went over to Russia for those couple of weeks?
I mean, I didn't really get to learn that much about the culture with the language barrier, but there was definitely a little bit. And I'd say just eating the breakfast started to get old. I wasn't getting, you get kind of pancakes wrapped around meat. And I didn't, after the 2 weeks, I started to get
a little tired.
Yeah.
When you were over there, was that on the bigger ice? Did you guys play on international size ice or NHL size? Do you know?
I think it was Olympic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any difference in playing on Olympic as opposed to the NHL? What do you find is the biggest challenge?
Well, players are gonna have a lot more time to make plays. I mean, a couple rinks in college still have their Olympic ice. St. Cloud was one of them. We played there a couple times, and it's a little bit of a different game. I mean, you're not going to have guys try to run you out of that building, and really just you can't really play that physical when the ice is that big. So defensively, it's just kind of about staying tight mostly. And for me, angles are a little different, and puck playing's going to be a little different, but you kind of figure it out pretty quick.
Yeah, and kind of turning out a more personal note, of course, our Puck Cancer Night coming up toward the end of the year. I saw you've helped raise money for Canadian Cancer Society. Why is that cause special to you?
Well, my mother was diagnosed with mantle cell lymphoma a couple years back, and it's in remission now. So, I mean, we just kind of try to do everything we can for her and support her, and yeah, we did that. My dad will raise money, and we'll all raise money every year. And yeah, my dad and sister are actually biggest warriors. Well, they'll do it's the Alberta Cycle for Cancer, and it's like a 200-kilometer cycle. So they go there every summer, and yeah, I'm super proud of them. But yeah, it's a cause that will really, as a family, we keep really close to our heart.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if Thunder fans are wanting to help support that cause, any way for them to help out?
Yeah, I'll put the link back in my bio.
Okay, fair enough. And then I also saw you did some work with an organization called Dog Nation back in Denver. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, I mean that's it's another just heck of a charity. I mean they do everything. They Marty Richardson's the lead guy there. I ended up meeting him. Um, I met him a couple times it seemed, but didn't really start getting to know him until after my junior year. And they run a big tournament every year in Denver, and it's just raise money, auction off stuff, and it's a really fun event to be a part of. There's a whole lot of teams, different levels, and you see a lot of like big names there too. So it's pretty cool, and yeah, they just try to help out really. Like there's a couple families that I've met, and one that I got close with, and it's just people in need, and say it could be an accident, say it could be a cancer survivor or something. They'll provide a check and help pay for the costs. So
Yeah, that's really cool.
they're awesome. Yeah.
Is there anybody you still keep in touch with after leaving Denver?
Oh yeah. I mean, one is Hunter Murphy. He's this absolute warrior of a kid. Yeah, he's awesome.
That's that's really cool. And kind of turning the gears, obviously you're coming off of a big weekend against Toledo. You get and Fort Wayne. You get the 2 wins out of that. Going in back against Kansas City, you're going in on Friday and Saturday. What's the feeling in the locker room heading into another big weekend against the Mavericks?
We're excited. I mean, we know we played them enough now. We know what kind of team they are, and yeah, they're a really good team, a lot of skill, and you know that we got to bring our A game to beat them. And yeah, I wasn't there when they beat them the last time, but I know that room's got a lot. We've got a lot of confidence heading up there, and going to be back at home on Saturday. We're sure excited. It's been a while, so yeah. I mean, just go out there and do what we can.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Matt, thanks for joining us. It's been great to talk to you.
Yeah, great chatting with you. Thank you.
Thanks. It's Matt Davis. This has been an edition of Coffee Talk here from Village Inn. Again, reminder to go out to all 5 locations, 3 here in Wichita, 1 down in Derby, and 1 up in Hutchinson as well for Free Pie Wednesdays and free purchase of fruit pie with the purchase of anything here at Village Inn. Also, take a look at their holiday pie bundles and everything else as we approach the Thanksgiving week. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and we'll talk to you again later.